Hello everybody, welcome back, hope you're all doing well, and welcome to my championship predictions. Hope you're all doing well. How is everybody? Right, we're going to go through each game and I'll tell you my score predictions. So these games are being played on Saturday in the championship. We'll be doing our League 1 and League 2 predictions as well very soon, later this week. We've done our Prem predictions, so let's get straight in then to our championship predictions. The first game is the early game. It is Cardiff City versus Bristol City. Now, Cardiff, they've had a good start to the season. I don't know what Bristol City's been doing last couple of weeks, so I am going to back Cardiff on this. I'm going to go with Cardiff 2, Bristol City 1. I'm going to go 2-1 Cardiff. The next game is Derby County versus Nottingham Forest. Now, Derby County, they've had a pretty decent start. Nottingham Forest have had a really poor start. So I'm going to go with Derby 3, Nottingham Forest 0. I think Derby will win that 3-0. Next game then, it is Barnsley versus Birmingham City. Now, Barnsley, they actually have had a not bad start to the season. Birmingham, they thumped Luton last week. So I'm going to go with the Birmingham win. Barnsley 1, Birmingham 3 is my prediction for that game. The next fixture is a brilliant fixture. This next one is Fulham against Stoke. Now, Fulham, they're a decent side. We know how capable they are of getting results. So I expect Fulham to give Stoke a very good game. Yes, so it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to go with 1-1. Fulham 1, Stoke 1. I think it'll be a draw. Next game is Huddersfield Town versus Reading. Now, Huddersfield, they had a pretty decent start to the season. Reading, they lost at Coventry last week. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 Huddersfield win. I'm going to go 2-0 Huddersfield. The next game is Hull City versus AFC Bournemouth. Now, this is another interesting game. Hull have had a pretty decent start to their season. They will probably say that they wanted not to be facing AFC Bournemouth, who have also had mixed results themselves. I mean, it's two teams here. It could go either way, but I'm going to go with a draw as well. I'm going to go with Hull City 2, Bournemouth 2. I think it'll be a goal fest. Next game is Luton Town versus Sheffield United. Now, Luton Town, they had a absolute bad game last week. They lost 5-0 at home to Birmingham, while Sheffield United, they lost 2-1 to Huddersfield. So now both these teams are on pretty bad form. I think Luton, obviously Luton being at home, they want to get a good result. Sheffield United being on the road, they want to get something as well. But I can't see either of these teams winning it. I'm going to go for a boring game. I'm going to go with Luton 0, Sheffield United 0. I'm going 0-0. I think it'll be a boring game. Next game then, it is Middlesbrough versus Blackburn Rovers. Now, these two teams have had pretty decent results, obviously. Blackburn doing really well under Tony Mowbray, and Neil Warnock is doing very well for Middlesbrough. But Middlesbrough are at the Riverside, and Middlesbrough always seem to play well at the Riverside. So I'm going to go with Middlesbrough 3, Blackburn 2. I think it will be a goal fest. Next game then, it is Millwall against newly promoted Blackpool. Now, Millwall, they're actually a decent side at home at the Den, and Blackpool have shocked a couple of teams. So I'm going to go with a draw for this one. I'm going to go with Millwall 1, Blackpool 1. I'm going to go 1-1. Next game is Preston North End against Swansea. Now, Preston, they're a team that's a bit up and down. Preston currently bottom of the Championship. They need to get their act together. They're playing a Swansea team who have also not had the greatest of starts, but I do think Swansea will win this because Preston are on pretty poor form at the minute. I'm going to go with Preston 0, Swansea 3. I'm going to go with 3-0 to Swansea. Next game is QPR versus Coventry City. Now, QPR, they had a scrappy win last week scrappy draw, as I should say, against Barnsley. So they'll want to keep their momentum going. They had a good win last week against Reading, so I think this will be a close game as well. I'm going to go with QPR 2, Coventry 2. I think it'll be a goal fest. And the final game of game week number 5 of the Championship season is our evening game, Peterborough United against West Bromwich Albion. Now, West Brom, they had a defeat in the week to Arsenal in the Cup. Peterborough, they're a team that you don't know how they're going to do. I think this is going to be a great game. I think West Brom, they will score goals. I think Peterborough, they'll score goals as well. I'm going to go with West Brom to win that. I'm going to go with a 2-1 West Brom victory. Okay, that is it then. That is it for my game week predictions. Game week 5 of the Championship predictions. I think tomorrow we're going to be doing our game week predictions, but we're going to be doing League 1 tomorrow. So get in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on my Championship predictions. We've also done 2 prediction videos today. We've done our Game Week 3 predictions for the Premier League. If you've not seen that, go and watch it. And we've done our Game Week 5 for the Championship. So if you've missed either of those, go and watch them now. Hope you've enjoyed it. Those are my Championship predictions for this game week. And I'll be back next week for Game Week 6 of the Championship. See you soon.